Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Hello and welcome back to the What's on Tap Christmas calendar day 20.
Ho, ho, ho.
We are fast approaching Christmas Eve, and I am not done with all of my Christmas presents.
I am done with all my Christmas shopping. I got done early. I don't mess around.
Aren't you a precious little treat?
I am a precious little treat. And for being such a precious little treat, I'm going to open this beer up. Reaching into the bag of fun, and I found a beer, and I'm going to open it.
I can see that you wrapped this one.
Did I?
It's not one of my wrappings.
I did wrap this one. Oh, I didn't want to open this one yet. Oh no! This is a very special one because you are going to be super surprised about this one.
Do you want to hide it for a few days?
I kind of want to say this
for
Christmas.
Hide it.
All right, we'll save this for Christmas then.
I genuinely don't know what it is.
I'll put this so you can't see anything. All right, so then we'll do this one. This is another one. This is Majerus.
Yeah.
All right, I get another one. And it is the White Hag Irish Heather Sour Ale, aged in French and Hungarian oak barrels.
Exactly.
Ooh, so, Hungarian oak barrels.
Something like a week ago, I said that I either wanted to surprise you happily or scare you. This is the scary part.
This is what is scary, because I got to admit, I have not had good experiences with White Hag.
And you haven't had good experience with Hungarian oak barrels.
Have I not?
I don't know. I'm just assuming you have.
Well, I can't say I have a very memorable experiences with the Hungarian oak barrels, because I can't say that I can actively remember ever having Hungarian oak barrels before. And what makes a Hungarian oak barrel different than a non-Hungarian oak barrel?
It's from Hungary.
Yeah, of course.
Does
it make you hungrier?
Huh. It looks like swamp water.
Yeah. I mean, it is a deep amber color of muddled quality.
I think the name is Beann Gulban.
Yeah. Beann Gulban 2016. So you've had this one for a little bit, or did you just buy this?
I have to be honest, I bought it during December and wrapped it during December.
All right, so this is the Irish Heather Sour Ale. Is an interpretation of a Neolithic era ingredient, an indigenous ale. This gruit, God, this is really small writing, utilizes Irish heather flowers in place of hops to balance the sweet, rich malts. We also use a hint of peat-smoked barley to replicate the flavors produced by the ancient practice of healing the brew using turf-fired stones. We then inoculated and fermented the wort using wild yeast from the heather to produce the characteristic sourness of these ancient wild ales. So there's a lot of, and this is Joan Kearns. He's a brewmaster for White Hag. So there's a lot of thought that goes into this. This comes in at 6.9%. So I appreciate the idea of going back to these ancient brewing styles and trying to recreate them.
The ancient roots.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
It smells very vinegary, I'm going to say on the nose. It's like a malty, honey, vinegary nose.
You have nailed the flavor. Vinegary, malty, honey. Boozy.
I don't hate it.
The sour parts of it are actually quite tasty, but all of the aftertastes are going in every single direction, and it's not pleasant.
I would say the aftertaste is kind of what's saving it for me, because it's the sour, everything just kind of aligns into the sour amalgamation of flavors. It's a unique one for sure.
I might need to reconsider what I'm tasting, but it's idiosyncratic.
Yeah, I mean it's slightly floral without being too perfumey and flowery. It's got a nice tartness to it. Honestly, I don't know what Irish Heather is well enough to be able to say this is a defining flavor of this beer.
I know what the heather flower is. In Swedish, we call it Jung. Like the German philosopher.
Yes, I was going to say, is it the Carl Jung?
This it's Jung with L in the beginning.
Jung.
So the beer that put Sweden on the beer map like 15 years ago was Närke Kaggen Stormaxporter.
Mm-hmm.
That one was actually made with heather honey.
Okay.
And then aged on like barrels. That's what Kaggen is, keg.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my story about heather flowers.
Okay, so what I'm not getting from this is any kind of peat smokiness to it. So there's zero smokiness in this.
Zero.
I do get the wild yeast and the wild ale flavors. I do get the tartness.
Ancient gruit flavors.
Yeah, there's some sweetness up front, but
falls kind of flat.
yeah, it falls into this generic flavor profile of sour ale.
Generic sour, 1
Yeah.
point. Yeah. It's either a 3.5 or a 3.75 for me.
I was gonna go 3.25 or 3.5 for me because of its completely lacking in any kind of character or discernible flavors that would make me remember this beer. Because I'll be honest with you, when I have to write the notes up for this episode,
You will have forgotten it.
it's going to be tough. Yeah,
I was hoping it would shock you, and it did not.
it did not at all.
So let's try again tomorrow.
All right, so have a good night.
See you tomorrow.
This podcast is part of the Pod Syndicate family. For more criminally compelling shows, articles, and conversations, head to wearepodsyndicate.com.